Hello, and welcome to Kickin' Crocs, the podcast. We talk about martial arts stuff, geeky stuff, and all sorts of stuff. My name is Steve, one half of Kickin' Crocs. Oh, by the way, Charity says she misses you interrupting me with the big hello, but you missed your chance there, so you can't do it anymore. My name is Steve, one half of Kickin' Crocs.
You're turning red. You're talking so fast.
Hello,
I am Dave, the better-looking half of Kickin' Crocs.
Are we gonna
restarting?
Are we gonna need blood pressure checks? Because the way he went just now, I feel like he's gonna have a heart attack. Nick, still shadow half. Let's get this bad boy started.
I love that this implies there's 1.5.
Wait, we gotta introduce our guest.
Yeah, hang on,
Yeah.
We have with us today the return of one of our guests. She was the first Croc hater that we had on the podcast.
Converted.
She came on this podcast and she voiced all of her hatred for Crocs. She hated them, and she told us why. But now, she has experienced firsthand what Crocs are like.
And you might have seen our video of her knowing the stuff.
That was
that video.
posted 10 minutes ago.
It was posted today, which is Friday.
No, it's
which
posted
is 2
Friday.
days ago for you guys, because it's the future for you guys. It's Sunday for you guys. We're getting off track
Yes,
again.
that's how time works.
It is. But she just got her first experience at Crocs. She's here to tell us all about it. It's the return of Len.
What up? Oh, I'm happy to be back on, you guys.
Hello,
and I'm
Ellen.
happy
Happy to
to
have
be
you.
here to chat everyone's ears off and totally take us down little tangent holes. But
Hello.
That's what we
Love
do.
it.
We don't
What
go
we
down
do here.
tangents ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never.
certainly.
You all
Never.
missed the discussion on what was the proper hairstyle for the podcast. Apparently, it's the one she has on now. Lovely.
Do you?
Well,
there
according
was
to
other ones as
that
well.
half of the couch, the proper hairstyle would be bald. So I'm so sorry. I'm
It
having
is a
fun
great
here
hairstyle.
today.
So I sent the-
It
I
is
sent
a
the- I sent
great
the-
hairstyle.
I sent the meme. I should have sent it to you.
You can't
but
go wrong. It's
I got a meme this
one
morning. I
size
should have
fits
sent
all.
to you, and it was all about. I sent it to Mike Shannon too. I made sure he got that
You
one.
did?
Where
You
it's
did.
a bad day bald is still better than a good day with a man bun.
Facts.
Wolf.
Facts.
Mike
Yes.
saw that.
I can get with that.
Mike saw that, which, by the way, the Mike that we're talking about will be the guest on our next week episode. But
Like-
Mike saw that, and he looked very sad.
Here's another one, right? Bald
should.
or comb over? I go bald every day.
Bald every day.
Bald every day.
Every day. All day.
Yeah.
So,
you
Len,
can't-
what is your favorite hairstyle on men?
Yeah.
I think it depends on the hair, you know? I think natural, no matter what it is, as long as you're leaning into that, you know what I mean? Having that been said, man bun only really acceptable in samurai. All right? That's
Okay.
if you're
That's a
going
samurai.
for it, yeah,
no,
lean
but
into it.
that's a samurai top knot. That's a whole
No,
other
no,
Yeah,
thing.
it's a little
no,
different. It's a
No,
little
I'm
That's
talking
different.
about
Man
the,
bun is like
I'm
guy,
talking about the-
California
yeah.
artist.
That's what I mean. I'm
man
talking
bun.
about that millennial. I'm trying to be a samurai.
No,
and he's doing the man bun.
no.
I'm not saying they're not a terrible person, but I'm saying
No.
that it works for that individual as a whole.
No,
Because at that point, I
nothing
can
works
look
for that
at you and
individual.
I can
That
just-
person's got things
I've
to
got
think
all
about.
the data I need in that.
Nothing
first
works for that
thing,
individual.
You know what I mean?
Anyway,
See,
Moving
I'm so glad
on.
you said you asked me.
moving on, we have
Some hair conversations. We need to ask you the question, Len. What was it like wearing Crocs for the
I
first
did
time?
not care for them.
Oh, such a
God.
lie.
No. They were not as comfortable as I thought they were going to
But
be.
wait a
All
minute.
right.
Now,
So-
were you in the proper size? Who sized them for you?
The website, and I do think that I was in the
That's a
proper
no.
size because if I had
Then
gone
no.
a size smaller, then like they would have been too
So,
tight. On
Comfort
the
mode
balls
or
of my
sport
feet.
mode?
Sport mode indefinitely.
No, hold on though. Hold on. Regular Crocs or
They were
light
the
rides?
regular
They
standard.
were the clogs, yeah.
Clog
You
boys.
need light
No,
rides.
regular ones are
It's
comfortable
a
too.
nice gel
What was
bottom.
the
They're
what was
awesome.
the what was the
General complaint?
What were you? Was it socks, stockings?
No, it was the
No.
fact that it was plasticky.
bare
right?
feet.
So
You felt
better-
that it was.
It wasn't even that it was plasticky. It was just the fact that like I need a high arch. Like my foot is very.
Oh, see,
like,
okay. So here's the problem with that.
arched.
Here's the problem with that.
Light rides.
That's because you've been wearing
Heels.
cast shoes for so long. You need.
Yeah.
If you're wearing barefoot
You wear
shoes,
sneakers?
Sometimes
That's
I
a
am
no.
I'm either high arch clog like things or barefoot, and I love being barefoot.
I will find a perfect.
Hmm.
I will find a perfect clog for you that has a high arch for a perfect croc.
Steve,
But
what-
Right.
Honestly, I
But
think
I
Nick
don't
might
eat-
be right though.
I think
the
so,
light
'cause
rides do have a bit
here-
more of an arch,
and
in them
not
'cause they're
only
more
that, the
sneaker-like.
light rides are a little bit firmer around the foot, so like it'll hold you into
But here's
the
the,
base,
here's the
which
thing.
is gel.
So if you
Nice.
wear so first of all, I don't really like Crocs barefoot all that often myself.
Mhm.
So I like if you put it on with a sock
Mhm.
or that's way
I
more
was
comfortable.
wearing like a
indifferent.
formal dress, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I
no, I
had
understand.
heels on out before that.
So
like-
the other
No
thing,
stockings,
the other
right?
thing is,
Hell no.
I'm a
Yeah.
big proponent of like if I'm not wearing Crocs, which that's all I have. My Spartan shoes, only my hiking boots, my Spartan shoes, and my running shoes are not Crocs. My Spartan shoes and my hiking boots are barefoot shoes. They're zero shoes. They're designed barefoot. So wide toe box. No, it's just a layer so your feet are protected from stuff on the bottom. But there's no arch. There's no. It's just. So
you know this entire
I can get
time.
with that to an extent because at that point, like I'm kind of I do this thing in all shoes that I have where I can't have a pair of shoes for more than like 4 to 5 months because I burn through the balls of the feet of the shoes.
So why Crocs at the wedding?
Well, what made her
Because
choose
she
those?
knows I hate them.
That's
no,
the
that
only
can't
reason.
be the
Power
only.
move.
That
Nice.
can't,
It was
can't
a
be the
power
only-
move.
That can't be the only
That can't
reason.
be it.
Can't
It
be.
was it was a huge contributing thing. She didn't make everyone wear them.
What was your friend's name that
She
was at the
did
wedding?
Dakota.
Dakota.
She commented on the post when
I
you guys
saw that.
posted it also.
I saw
yes.
that. I saw that.
Now, does she like Crocs herself?
Yes, I have bought her quite
So-
a few pairs of Crocs.
Nice
I'm
job,
assuming,
Dakota.
I'm assuming you'll be sharing this with her, this
Of
podcast.
course.
Dakota, if you're watching, could you please comment down below? Did she tell you that she chose everyone wears Crocs because you hated
It wasn't everyone. That was the point.
Wait,
She
wait,
didn't
who
make
was it? Who
everyone
was
wear
it?
So
Who was it?
the question is, were you being spiteful in making her wear Crocs, or did you want her to wear them because they would work with
okay
her
to
They are
attire
legit
and the
comfortable
theme?
though. I will find you. I got 3 pairs in my head that I know you'll probably like.
Number one, light
Name them,
rights.
please. Just to prove to the Crocs company that
But-
we know our stuff.
My whole point is that he has this mental inventory of all of the Croc catalog. He knows
Yeah.
the
Oh, Dave?
review and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Dave,
about
without a
all the
doubt.
things,
So
you know?
so
He does.
you would like
Mhm.
not exactly the Crocs on the clock that I have, but they make Crocs on the clock. So Crocs on the clock, the Bistros, and light rides, like he suggested. The Bistros and the Crocs on the clock you can get with inserts. So they have an insert on the inside that you would like. I
Tighter
also
on the
think you would like any of the fleece lined ones because
They're really hug
quite
the foot.
comfortable.
I have a thing with fleece line because I feel like you can never find the right temp. And this is like not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
exclusive
No,
to
I
Croc.
hear you.
I had this problem with Uggs when Uggs were all the things when I was younger, you know, like in high
Uggs.
school and stuff. It was if you wear them barefoot, your feet smell. If you wear them with socks,
You
they get too
sweat,
hot
yeah.
and they're
I'm
sweaty.
telling
like
you.
it's
So we're
there's
gonna
no
go.
happy
We're gonna go
medium.
light rides. We're gonna go Bistros. I think one of those two. I think you're gonna like.
And I think
Yes, the
even,
Croc restaurant shoe.
even though
The
you're
Croc
not,
restaurant.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's-
well,
I think of that every
so the
time I
Crocs.
see it.
That's they're
But
called
the-
that
No,
because
no,
they have
I
a
got
really
it.
cool
But the
bottoms,
but
you
the
don't slip.
Crocs on the
Like in a
clock.
restaurant,
I have the
floor
Bistros.
slippery.
You have
Nick has
Bistros.
I
those.
didn't bring them, which I brought.
But
them
you
back.
have but the
Should've.
Crocs on the clock
Next
ones
time.
are what a lot of nurses wear.
Your third
Yeah.
visit.
And they have an inner lining and an arch in them because you're on your feet all day.
Right.
So
you
I think I
shouldn't
could.
have to add. This is
Although-
like an Apple thing. All right, create a problem and sell the solution.
So
all right,
let me
maybe just give yourself a little bit more height.
So
in
let me
the thing.
let me tell you something though. I
Sorry,
did
feel
this
different.
week.
It's okay.
I like that.
I did this week
That's
in
why you're here.
private
Fine.
in private conversation with Len.
Yes,
I did send her.
they were fire.
Okay, they launched for any anime fans. Crocs partnered and they're launching. I forget when they're exactly launching.
Mm.
Demon Slayer.
The
Crocs.
Nezuko ones look dope.
Nice.
And I sent
I have a
her.
friend that just
so
made
I
the
sent
Demon
the-
Slayer, the sister, the
Nezuko.
doll. Oh, it's
Nezuko.
awesome.
So I
get-
sent those Crocs to Alex,
Okay.
big Demon Slayer fan, and I sent them to Len. And Len looked
That's
at those, and she all capital letters. She's like, "Oh, those. What did you say?
Ooh,
Like, ooh."
those Nezuko's one are dope.
And I'm like, oh, I think I can get her in those Nezuko Crocs.
they're pretty fire, man.
I mean, they
looked physically. They looked less ugly than a lot of other shoes.
they came out there. I mean, Croctober's been awesome
October has been awesome.
because they
We had
got,
the one episode where we listed off all the different pairs.
but they're still going. So they just
Still
added-
going. Wait a
so
minute. Oh, now I have to find all these pictures too. Go for it.
Toe Mater, the Mater from
Cars.
Cars.
On the screen now.
Good edit.
They just added, like I said, the Demon Slayer ones,
On the screen now.
and then the cowboy boots are launching.
I already put those on the screen.
Yeah.
And those should not exist.
Oh, I'm getting them. I am
I
100%. It's gonna
can't.
be the
I
divorce
sent you
of
the pic.
like Kelsey's already threatened me like not to bring another Croc into this household, but I already made a Christmas list.
Oh, but I agree. So you should bring two.
Croots.
There you go.
You can't just bring one alone.
Croc boots. They are rootin' tootin' terrible.
Well, you saw the new ones with the cowboy
Did you
spurs
see
in the
that?
back.
Didn't I send them to you?
Well,
No.
100 people sent it to me, and I'd
Oh,
already
I'm
seen
sure.
them.
Yeah.
bunch
Len,
sent them to
He
us.
wants to wear them.
They keep
As
sending
though
it to us.
I'm not on. First of all, just so people know, I'm on the Crocs mailing list on 2 different email accounts. So
So every time they release something, he gets it twice.
I also get the text alerts.
He cares so
But
deeply.
you should still send things just in case.
Yeah,
one
go ahead,
slips
keep
I
sending
through.
keep
stuff.
sending
We
them.
like
I
it. We
love
like
it, and I
engagement.
love. It gives me an idea what people think is popular too.
Well,
That's
also,
cool.
I feel like a piece of that is that it makes you know that this is what people think of you.
I know.
For
It's
better
great.
or worse.
It's great.
This is what they think. I hope
Send
you
them.
know that when I saw them, I took the deepest exhale and said, I don't know if I should do this or not, but I'm sure he's seen them already, and I just need to know
Send them to
that
me.
they're there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God, what did I put it up with? It was like, I can't remember what I put the caption on, but it was like apple bottom jeans and the Crocs with the spurs or
Yeah.
something like that.
And the
Yeah.
first thing I did, when I
Horrible.
saw him, was I
Horrible.
actually I sent them to my sister-in-law who runs a horse barn. Like that's what she does.
Yep.
It's like 20 some odd horses. And there's like
Beautiful barn.
Christmas list on it because I would love to show up and see the horses in my cowboy boot Crocs.
But here's the
If
problem.
you've
though.
ever seen a horse laugh, you will that day.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yes!
She will not.
those
go-
Those of you that
We need
missed-
to say what she said because they couldn't hear it.
so
Kelsey yelled from the other room that if Dave does show up at her sister's barn with those boots on, they would throw him off the property.
what I need to do is borrow Andrew's
should.
pickup truck when I get those boots, and then just pull up in a pickup truck with my cowboy boot.
Or you could just get the Maverick like you're talking
Cowboy
Yeah.
Crocs, respectfully.
or do what's appropriate
Croots.
and pull up in your Vespa.
You know,
those
Croots
silly
is not an
boots.
official name for Crocs.
Well,
about. It's the
it should
fandom
be.
name.
It's the
Yeah,
fandom
come
name.
on.
Just like Frocks is not the official name for fake Crocs, you know?
But we know.
Patent
so, but you,
pending.
so,
No.
so how many people had to wear Crocs at the wedding?
I think it was only like 2 or 3 of the bridesmaids.
Do they also not?
Wait a
wear
minute,
Crocs?
Why? You have to, I don't get
So
it.
what did the other
Spike.
bridesmaids wear?
So we all wore the same kinds of heels for the actual ceremony.
Okay.
And then it was like after that, the reception, put on whatever comfy shoes you want. You could throw on sandals. You could be barefoot. You could do whatever. But Ellen, you got to put on Crocs.
And who
I will
else? Who
never.
else?
It was.
Do they- are they also
They
cr-
already had Crocs.
Are they also Croc haters?
No, they already.
Well,
owned
they
these
already
Crocs.
owned a pair, so
They
They
obviously not.
already had these Crocs.
Because right now the big debate in my household is Kelsey's the last standing immediate family member that doesn't hold Crocs.
We talked about this
my
last podcast.
sister crocked.
Kelsey, if
You got
you
me.
hear this later, and I know you can hear me from the other room, don't give in.
No, give
Don't
in.
let them win.
You
Never-
shut up. You shut your face.
Never give in. Never give up.
You know what's gonna happen, right?
She's getting Crocs for Christmas.
She's gonna
It's
wake up and
happening.
they're gonna be on her
Hope
feet.
she burns them.
Put them right on her feet.
She's
when
getting
sleeping.
Crocs for Christmas. I actually sent her Croc heels, and she's like, never,
That's
never.
right. Those
No,
look
in
so
the morning
horrible.
when you're
Never.
sending us
But
the
they,
pictures,
you can't even say
Steve,
like Croc heels.
Yeah.
That makes it sound redeemable. These were
The
like
morning-
Croc
We
stripper
can't
heels. They were
cross-talk.
bad.
the morning Snapchat photos.
Yes.
Every day he should have a Croc getting closer to Kelsey when she's sleeping. Until that one morning, it's
One
just
day
on her
she's
feet.
gonna wake up with them on her feet.
Yes,
What is this?
I like it.
And then she'll wake up.
Exactly.
And then we get a call that Dave was found dead.
Buried under his
How
house
did he
in a
die?
pile of
Well-
Crocs.
So what happened to you is pretty much what happened to me at Alex's wedding.
Yeah, except I consciously did not appreciate them being on my feet. I did not find them comfortable.
I didn't appreciate it at first.
I didn't find them comfortable. I wore
But
them for maybe
later
like
on
an
you did.
hour, and then I
Later
took
on.
them off
That's
and
it.
went
We're gonna
barefoot.
do a whole video. We're gonna do a video. We take Len to the Crocs outlet, like we did.
Oh, like we
Nick.
did with Nick.
But the purpose is to find the proper
Cinderella
Croc.
my feet.
is a
Right.
perfect video idea.
Lenorella.
I
We'll
love it.
Lenorella this feet.
I love it. This is amazing.
Instead of
what-
Cinderella, we're
I'm
going
in.
Lenorella.
And before we
could
go,
go
you have
Well,
to,
let's be honest. When
No
did we
one
ever call
knows
you
me
Ellen?
Ellen.
We
Yeah.
No,
could do
no, no.
Cinderella.
but before we leave,
yeah.
you have to sweep the kitchen. There's
That's fair. Yeah. Just
and
take a little fire soot and get it on my cheeks.
yeah,
And you
in
need one-
uncomfortable shoes of some
you
kind.
need one little chubby mouse that you're friends with. You don't need
Oh.
all three. You just need the one.
Perfect.
No,
Um,
do
not a
the
problem.
electronic one that that
The
Reese's
Reese's
chases.
Pieces.
Yeah.
I was picturing
But
that.
so we'll find. So what I'll do is I'll line up Crocs. We'll just keep. You sit down. We'll keep bringing you Crocs till we find the one.
That's
that
a
you're
great
like,
idea.
this
is
would
the one.
really stroke my ego, you guys. I would be sitting there like, no, bring me another. Like,
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't know if that's a good idea.
When
for
we ask her
y'all.
which one that she liked, the first pair.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
45
suppose
minutes
that
later.
was
Great,
adequate.
And then we literally, the video just ends with us looking like,
The video's gonna end when the employees walk up. We're gonna have to ask you to leave.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys need to go. Like, you've been here for 2 hours and you haven't picked anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. yeah.
I'm a very tricky person, all right? I am very, like, specific on the textures that I like on
It's fine.
a person, and my feet are particular, you know.
We'll be
And I need
on your
feet
feet
to
all
be
day.
happy.
That's why. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. And,
Honestly, that's why I love Crocs. It's because they're the most comfortable things I've ever worn on my feet.
and see, that was just it. I was hoping in my heart of hearts. No, I'm going on a tangent. I heard the deep breath, and you're gonna have to wait. All right. I was hoping in my heart of hearts that there would be the redeeming factor. Is that, you know what? I get it. They're functional. They're supposed to be so comfortable. Everyone wears them for long periods and says that they're so good. And I wore them, and I said, wow, this is what everyone's so hyped about. You know what? Maybe I'll give them a chance. I'll just give them a little bit and let my foot break in. I wore them for like an hour, and I was just like, this is not it. I can't get the weight up on the balls of my feet the way that I need to for me to be comfortable. I'm all off balance. My balls of my feet are all messed up, and I don't have the good arch support. I need to take these off. I need to go back to being barefoot. This ain't happening.
That's your problem, though. That's just your no.
Me being
That was
insane,
impressive, by
I
the
can
way.
accept
What
that.
size?
was
What
very
size
impressive,
were we
Andre.
in?
First of all, in
What size
unison,
were we in?
everybody.
That was a great
apologize.
time. No,
Steve.
apologize for
Ready?
what? That was awesome. That's a whole clip right there. That
Steve, ready?
Yes.
On
What
3, we
size
take a
are
nice
you?
deep breath. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Now tell me that's not
We're back.
comfortable.
We're back.
Okay, so what I was about to say is I think the biggest problem. Did you just put your
there's
croc
no
on her foot?
support.
Well, there's
no
plenty of
support
support.
here.
No,
Dave
that's
just
very
straight up put the croc on her foot. Careful, don't step on the wires.
Is she your size?
It's just a
probably
little
not. It's
tight.
probably
close
no
to.
tight.
Yeah, it's a little tight.
Live retest. Live retest
size
does
is it?
lend
There's
like
no-
Crocs.
There's no support here. Like, even for me to like put my feet the way that I normally do, I feel off balance.
Oh
It
no,
wants to
that's
push me
because you
back.
pronate. Interesting.
I what?
The way your feet are
You pronate.
placed when you stand up.
That's a word.
It is a
So
word.
when you run or when you stand, you either
Well, she was saying she
lean
has
this
more of the
way,
weight in her ball
or
of
you
her
lean
feet.
that way.
Right. Yeah.
So
right.
if you go to like Kelsey and I will go to in Shrewsbury. There's a road runner. So what you do is they make you run on the treadmill. They make you stand on the pressure plate, and it tells you where you carry all your weight. And then they'll make custom inserts, but they'll tell you what shoe you should have. So if you're like 0 or like a 0 drop, so or a slight drop. Oh, we
Nick
get the
has
light
brought
rides.
over one of his light rides. See, we're starting the video already.
Yes.
Yeah, see.
Yes.
Except Nick, your foot is
Ooh.
gigantic.
Well, I don't have small feet. Oh, these are kind of nice.
Oh,
These
see,
are kinda
I
nice.
said
do it.
either
Did
a
we
light
do it?
ride or
These are
Right.
kind of nice.
bro.
I feel like if they fit me, these could have a chance.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
very
they-
squishy.
Plan the day.
They're very squishy.
Plan the day. We go to the Crocs outlet. We buy her a pair of light rides.
This is happening.
And you know what? Hold on. I have to see something as a parent. They have good weapon.
Oh,
qualities.
these
Yeah,
these
are-
are actually better than the clogs.
Yeah, because they would throw real
I
nice.
also
Yep.
have a blue pair of light
Yep.
rides. I have blue and red light rides.
Well done,
Okay,
Nick. Well
okay.
done.
So to be
They're squishy.
honest, I don't like the traditional clogs from a comfort level myself. I
Crazy.
see the
You guys
value
are all
in them,
crazy.
but I don't like them comfort level myself. So when I saw Steve's light rides,
Was it Steve's or was it mine?
no,
It was mine.
Steve's. It was
He
Steve's.
saw mine
I
first.
had him first.
And
Yes, but he didn't see you wear them first.
Oh my
and
god. Where's
then
the credit here?
then I just put my finger on the inside to see like the cushion,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna try these out. And then we had a good deal on them. I ordered them, and that's
So-
the win. I
So
have
you know,
the bandana ones
So are you-
as
are you
well, the bistro
aware-
ones, but these are my favorite.
are you aware that the light rides, like the light rides? So
Mhm.
I have an older version of light rides. Those are the more modern versions you guys have. Same,
Get you
same,
the modern
same fit.
version is what we
No,
gotta
it's
get
same
you.
fit. It's just the modern one has a gibbet hole where mine does not.
Well, you need that. 'cause you
Anything
need
could
the
be a gibbet hole if you try hard enough.
Correct.
Yeah,
You should
yeah,
have a
yeah.
gibbet hole on the back of yours.
on your the
Yep.
strap, the comfort
So
mode.
see how
and
you
the
have a
sport mode
strap on your, you have a gibbet hole in the
Yeah,
strap.
yours
Yep.
doesn't.
Mine
Got it.
does not. However, also the sneaker Crocs are light rides. So
Makes sense.
So yeah, like the regular.
So light
the
ride just
sneakers.
implies the inside part
Exactly.
of it.
Well, the
entire thing, though,
It's the
is-
shape,
Think
it's
about
the
it this,
shape.
Think about it this way, right?
it's the inside and the shape.
Originally, correct me if I'm wrong, because you know better than I. The light rides were originally the sneakers.
Correct.
The sneakers came first. So little like sneakers that
Okay.
you tie laces with, like running shoes.
Right.
So then they took that concept and turned them into similar.
I
to
got
the
light rides
clog
back there, both
style.
both sneaker and regular.
So that's the reason why on the inside it
Want
feels.
to see the
You
sneaker
want to
ones?
go get them?
Do you want to see the
Do you
sneaker
wanna go
ones?
get 'em?
I'll show you.
You
the
look
sneaker
like you
ones.
want to go get them.
I'll show you the sneaker
I don't want
ones.
to. I don't want to pop your bubble.
So
Here, I'll hold your microphone,
yes,
don't worry.
basically the light ride.
Mikes. Sorry.
That's gonna be such a bad
Tonight with
to fix
two
that.
mics,
Okay, well,
we
it's
sing
okay.
a
No,
song.
because it was only for a second.
That's true.
It
That's
was-
true.
it
Won't be
was
that
for the
bad. Won't be that bad.
And
But-
the entire shoe is structured differently. It's not
Yeah,
as
it's more
Yeah.
sneaker-like.
You can tell.
It's
Yeah.
more
You can tell.
sneaker-esque.
See, this looks sneakery.
So this right here is the light ride.
So, you know,
Sneaker.
This is a Croc.
but it's a Croc.
Take a
That's
look.
what happens. A lot of folks get brought in with just the traditional Crocs, but if you get the
I mean,
light
it's not gonna
rides,
fit
All
you.
right,
I'm
she's
a
trying
much
it.
smaller shoe than you.
Just trying
You'd
it.
have to untie it.
Just trying it. She's
and I've got
untying it.
wide feet, so if you
You
have
can untie
wide
it.
feet,
nicely tied.
Go for it.
Such an effort to tie.
I mean, it's gonna be tight though.
But that's
It's
okay.
gonna be tight.
We can get a general idea, you know. That's all
Like
it's
these are
really
the ones
about.
I got my mom
Thank
Croc.
you. You're very good.
No,
at
it's
this.
all good.
I got
I
my
feel so
mom these in.
supported.
now to be fair, right? The light rides are slide-ins, or they're different,
But the
experience.
underfeel,
I
it's
got my
about
mom
the
these in white.
underfeel.
Yeah, she hates white.
Yeah, no, she loves white. She hated black.
Oh, black. She hates black.
I
It's
said
so-
we
it's
have very
okay,
different
try your
size
best.
feet, Len. This is not gonna
Yeah,
be.
Master Dave
Len.
does
The right
not wear the
idea.
same size as Len, and we're trying to literally have her try on a Croc. It's okay. It's okay.
It's
you
not
got
gonna be
this.
comfortable because of
Okay, well, don't try it.
General idea. It's about the general idea
Of her splitting your shoe. You like the regular ones better. Yeah, you like the regular ones better.
Those feel a little more.
those are nicer. I like my other light rides
Yeah.
nicer than I like the
I was
sneakers
gonna say
too.
these have a little bit less like
The
bounce.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's kind of nice when you're running because you don't want to be like too bouncy.
Yeah, but
you know.
But yeah, there you go. But I actually don't run in these. I run in Ultras, one of my non-Croc shoes. But
I'm sorry for ruining
Ultra.
your laces.
You didn't. My laces are fine. So I like the sneaker ones when I'm doing like things where
He's tying those later.
no,
Mhm.
I like that when I'm doing things where I know like if I'm outside jumping rope where I know
Mm.
I just need that little bit of extra security. I'll do that.
That makes sense. But my whole thing was that if so, the original Crocs are just so ugly, which we know how I feel about that.
No,
one.
they're
so
glorious.
My whole thing was that if I am going to sacrifice the appearance, there really has to be a level of comfort and functionality enough to
But
balance
those
out.
light rides, you're like,
Those have enough that it's worth it, and they're not as
So,
ugly. They're
what-
like a 2 instead of a
Sneaker.
1.
But what
A
about the
sneaker.
Nezuko ones?
That's the word I
Let's
use.
go.
Would you
ones are
sacrifice
dope.
comfort for the look and the fire of that?
Well, when you put it so poetically, I feel like I'm a fool to say no. What you?
I'm trying to get-
you had something. No. Okay.
Do you want to see
No, I
that?
was trying to look them up, but they
The
weren't
Demon
coming
Slayer
up right
ones?
away.
Just
yeah, I'll
type-
look 'em up
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, they
It
did.
looked like
There
he
was a
had something
picture
that
on
he
the
didn't want to share with the whole class.
Yeah.
On the
you
screen,
know?
I missed
There
that
was a
right now.
picture on the screen before, Nick. You know, you
I wasn't
should have
looking
looked.
into
I
the
would
screen.
show
Or
you,
suit.
but my phone is currently our camera, so.
Yeah, still working that way.
I love it.
But
okay.
You didn't have to
it's
say
okay.
it out loud.
Well,
He could have left it out.
No,
Are
people
you-
know already. He's already said that
no,
before
they
in the past.
no.
Alright.
Who cares?
So, Len,
Are
what
you
color
gonna-
were the Crocs? Because you were at a wedding.
They
obviously.
were ballerina pink, so a very soft pink.
nice.
It's another shot
Yeah.
against them.
That's cool.
What? The Ming ballerina pink? What's wrong with that? I think it
Yeah,
was a pretty,
Dave,
pretty
what's
color.
wrong
No,
with
I like
that?
a
It was
brighter
alright.
pink. Ballerina pink's
What's-
too.
what's-
Well, I was
wrong
wearing
with
like
that?
a champagne colored dress, so the ballerina
Actually, I
pink
think
really
First of
went
all-
I
nice.
think the ones Alex got me were more hot pink.
we knew what
Yeah,
kind of
more
dress you
pep-
were.
Pepto pink.
We knew what kind of dress
Yeah.
because you had sent us the video of you doing the kick,
Right.
and so we knew the dress.
Yeah. The
Two different-
transition video, by the way, incredible.
Very
I
good.
asked a
very
12-year-old to help me with it. Her name was Millie. Thank you, Millie.
Shout out Millie.
Shout out Millie.
Shout out to Millie.
She's actually
Future
the bride's
editor.
cousin, the bride Dakota's cousin. She's so cool, so nice. And I was just like, hey, you're youthful. You want to do this? Because
You
I
know how
don't
to
know
work
how
tech-
this works.
No.
I want
gee.
to throw a shoe and have it magically appear at my foot
Yeah,
without
plus you-
the camera
Oh,
falling
she
over
bang
and
out
I
like,
break my
for,
phone.
like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
quick.
was freakish. She was just like, okay, so throw the kick. All right.
Here's
put
a
the
shoe.
on
Throw it
and
again.
And do the recoil. All right, done. I'll have it to you in 2 seconds. Walks back 30 seconds later. So where do you want me to send it? And I was like, bro, like that was it. Like she was like, you want me to put music behind it? I'm like, okay.
It takes
Yeah.
Steve 2 days to do something like that.
No, it does
Oh,
not.
no, it's definitely 3 days.
I'm kidding.
12-year-old
not.
youth
It's
and
a
technology.
joke.
The
They
youths.
just-
We need the Utes.
We
of
need the
America.
youth.
So
They're in the springtime of their youth when they're in their 12-year-old
the springtime.
Oh, that's
of
a
the youth.
Naruto
Yeah,
move.
Yeah, there
Yes.
you go. I get
Listen,
it.
Guy
Yep.
Sensei.
You get
Relax.
it. You get it.
See, he gets it too. So also, Len's a big anime fan. Watching anything good right
Huge
now?
weeb. So right now I have been. It's still eternally committed to One Piece. You know, the anime.
So I've
And
started.
we've had a big conversation on the One Piece.
I've started
with
the
Rob,
One
too.
Piece. I started the One Piece journey that I put off for so long. But I'm doing that now finally.
There's just so much.
There's so much. I should have watched. I started watching when I was a kid, but I didn't follow through.
I feel like my only way to catch up was if I watched it as a kid. It's
Even
so
if
many
you
episodes.
watched it as
Oh
a
my
kid,
Let me
you
tell
would
you
have
that.
fallen off at some point because the arc takes so long.
It's
And then when
worth
you
it,
go
though.
back to it as an adult,
It's
you would have
worth
been
it.
like, do I really want to do this? It is so good.
It's
I'm
worth
thoroughly
it.
enjoying
It's worth
myself.
it. But I'm also. But are you watching anything else?
I was going to ask, did you guys watch Twisted Metal?
No, I did not watch that yet. was
I'm
it
not
good?
I'm not a huge fan of Twisted Metal, even the comics and the older shows that they had.
The games, the
The
game,
game.
Yeah.
the game was
Yeah.
amazing.
The game was.
This is
it
the-
was
this is,
best
this is with the
game.
clown in the
do-
car, right?
Yeah, but the
That's
game,
one
the
of the
game,
things.
the game was the best.
The game was
Ah,
just
was it
get in
PlayStation
there
1?
and destroy each other.
It was. They actually had a PlayStation 3. The last one they made was for PlayStation 3. No, PlayStation 4.
I think so.
Chunk and I used to play those all the time. He'd come over
So
and we'd
good.
just play Twisted Metal like crazy.
So I thought going into it that I was just gonna be like, how are they gonna make this work in a storyline? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot
Because
of
there
that.
was no plot in the game.
And
yeah.
it really goes into this like whole crazy story. It's so funny. Like once it starts to be a little bit too serious, you're cracking up laughing.
Is it
It
Netflix?
is so good. I think
it was
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Very good. Very worth it. The guy who was
Adult only show.
Yeah.
Adults. So kids,
yeah.
you don't watch that one.
Yeah, definitely adult only. I would say 15 up, honestly. I'd say 15 up would be a good age for it.
So to be safe, you should be
res-
married and
respectfully, you know.
your own family.
So if you're a
At
Knicks
15,
kid,
yes.
24.
Bare minimum. Yeah. Oh yeah, Luca's like, Dad,
I
can I
didn't hear
watch?
you say that.
Luca comes up to me. Can I watch Deadpool yet, Dad? He's like,
No.
Nope.
You cannot.
We're never
watch
watching that
buddy.
together for quite some time.
Son, you
Nope.
ask your wife.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
can ask your wife when it's time.
I'm watching. What am I watching now? So, God. So anime wise, because the new season of Spy Family kicked off.
I was gonna say, Aaliyah and I have been watching Spy X Family. I've only watched the first episode.
That
so
looks
far,
good.
though.
Is it good?
It's so cute.
Spy Family's great.
It makes
So-
me so
Wanna watch
happy.
it.
So I always laugh when people say like I'm always curious if they put the
Pronounce
X
the
in,
X. I was thinking that too.
because I just say Spy Family because like Hunter x Hunter,
I was gonna say, I also say Hunter X Hunter.
but
Oh, do you?
I
per
do.
the creator, it's Hunter x Hunter.
And it doesn't matter.
It
Just
doesn't
watch
matter.
the show.
It doesn't matter, but I'm just in the habit now when something's
Right.
like that because
You know what they wanted it to be.
so like if I see Spy Family, it's Spy Family, not
Yeah.
Spy X Family, because like
Because
I'm
honestly,
programmed-
it's also like dividing the spy and the family, and it's together. It's
I'm
simpatico.
just built in with Hunter x Hunter, but so Spy Family,
Yes.
Gen V.
what?
Follow up to the boys.
I'm not watching that. I didn't
I've
watch The
heard
Boys.
Oh, so
good things.
So
I've
good.
heard such good things.
They are
But there's
great
there's
things.
Doctor
watch it.
Stone's the
But
second
again,
part of
no
Doctor Stone
kids.
started.
It did.
Of what Dr. Stone?
Second part of the New World, New World Doctor Stone Part 2.
Let's freaking
I haven't
go.
watched it.
It's three. It's one episode in so far.
He got me on Doctor Stone, and the
Dr. Stone's
second
amazing.
that I started
premise?
watching it, I was just like, yee, because I love science. All right, you give me something sciencey, and I can latch onto that, and I love it. So
Doc-
What's
Dr.
Dr. Stone? Yeah, what's the premise?
So the basic premise of it is the whole world is turned to stone, and then over the course of like a million years, this
3,000.
3,000 is it 3,000?
It's 3,000.
It's 3,000 years. He busts out of the stone. This scientist,
Okay.
this kid scientist is like a genius scientist.
Got
So
it.
the rest, so he sets out to restore humanity,
Oh, wow.
and that's the basic premise of it. But they use all real science
Yes.
throughout. So everything he does is real science. And they even give you like
and
little
then, like,
warnings.
Wild.
yeah.
They give you like disclaimers not to do certain things.
At
or,
home,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
But so
like, hey, this works.
But the,
Don't.
the
But-
story's fictional.
the story's
But the
obviously fictional,
items
but
used
Well, we haven't
is
been turned to
real.
stone
so
yet, Nick.
he's
So
No, I mean, you know what? That you got
he's
me.
trying to
I'm trying to tie it into
but-
like as
so
far as
sorry.
the use of it. No, you're
but
right.
there's so what's cool about it is
No
there's
question on my end.
still people
Barbara
around, and you
Mhm.
find out there's still spoiler alert
spoilers.
people that were in space on space stations. that came down and they've kind of redo population, but nobody really knows.
Because
So
they're small, like, you know, there's only so
they're
many
small
humans.
little
To be fair,
villages.
Dave also got me on the comic series Y: The Last Man on Earth.
So good.
Fantastic.
Ooh.
Oh, it's the best.
So
Wasn't
good.
a great show when they finally got around to trying to make it. But you
Nah.
know what?
But the comic
But
series
here's the problem.
was awesome.
It bounced around from like it was going to be a movie, then it wasn't going to be a movie, then it was going to be a movie, then it was going to be a TV show, then it was back to a movie, and then it bounced around for like 7 or 8 times before it finally landed.
But it was one of
someplace.
those shows where it was fun. I mean, one of those comic series where Nicole's not big into comics, and she's like, "I don't know why you get these stupid things. Give me the next one."
Yeah.
Like she'd keep reading it,
Wow.
but she'd
Yeah.
after she'd
So
make a
good.
comment on
Yep.
like, "I can't stand these."
They're
I need the next
so good.
one. And she wanted to
Amazing.
finish it. Yeah.
They're the best.
So we've talked about, you know, games and things like that on here, but actually something that I don't think that I've asked you guys is how do you feel about like webtoon comics? Do you read any of them? Have you
So
gotten into them at any point?
I've read
Mm.
so webtoon. It's like the website webtoon.
There's, you know, multiple different
'Cause
platforms
I was like,
for those
webtoon's
kinds
like
of
a-
thing.
Um,
I personally use webtoons, but you know, there's different platforms.
I've used webtoons here and there.
Have you
webtoons could
heard
be
of Lore
interested.
Olympics?
No,
Of Lore Olympus, sorry.
no.
Oh my god, it's
Um,
so good.
but
Sorry.
Send
some
us
of
a
the-
link.
But
It's great.
so in
Can't
my
recommend it
day,
enough.
back in the day, you ever read 8-Bit Theater?
No, my sister did though, and
Oh.
she told me I would adore it, and I need to get on it. And yeah,
8-Bit Theater was amazing.
yeah.
Amazing. So good. So it was the little sprites from Final Fantasy,
Mhm,
the original game,
Mhm.
and he just used the little sprites in comics. And
That's
I
cool.
mean, there's
That's
so
cool.
many of them. And he actually ended up publishing comic books. The guy that made it ended up doing Atomic Robot and something else.
I watch, which is not the comics, but I watch Dorkly a lot. They have a lot
Yep.
of sprite based like satire cartoons.
We love
And
that.
it's funny.
Well, you know,
It's
One
funny.
Piece Man started. One Piece Man. One Punch
Ha.
Man.
One Piece.
You know, One Punch Man started as a webcomic, not a manga.
Oh, I did not know.
I
that.
did not know that.
Yeah, me neither.
It was a webcomic. And then the
Cool.
webcomic became a manga, and then the manga became an anime. But originally, it was just one guy drawing a webcomic.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's
His
something.
poor
Now
hands.
he's a
Oh, so
powerful superhero that actually wore Crocs in one of his fights.
is that what we're
Yes,
gonna
he did.
have, Steve? Is that what we're
We'll
gonna
fight you for
have
this
Dave
reality.
do?
No,
No, it's like
it
Thelma did.
happened. It
I can
happened.
pull up images that tell him in Crocs.
Are we gonna have
Actually-
Caravella do a
actually
webcomic?
I believe you.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
see it.
See,
I
I
believe
love
you. I just
finding
don't want to.
we gotta
That's
play
what-
that
that's what
game.
you said. We were all talking over each other.
Caravella doing our webcomic.
Oh yeah, no, we do. plan
But
on
we
doing
are
a
going
webcomic.
to find. We're gonna do that one day where we just do all the Crocs and media because you find like
It'll
different times,
It'll
I
happen.
like
different
that.
movies, different cartoons.
I
It
can
just
contribute to
there
that.
was just Crocs and Haley's on it on Disney. If anybody watches that, probably nobody.
I do
but
not.
me.
I do not. Yeah, you're alone on this.
It's
one.
Yeah,
cartoon.
yeah, that one's.
Die on that hill, Maddie.
Yeah, we're
Cool.
leaving you on that
I-
hill.
I
I'll
run
say
the-
we're leaving you on that hill.
Well, I run the
Well,
gamut.
moving on.
So the problem is I run the gamut of watching like anime straight up to like kids cartoons. I never outgrew the cartoon phase. So like I watch straight up kids cartoons. I was
I
watching.
want to be honest. Dave has found a way to actually have 48-hour days.
It's
'Cause
crazy.
I have no
Yeah.
idea how he
Honestly,
does it. I don't know. I
facts.
can't.
We
I've
are-
had people say that about me, and I don't understand, but I can say I don't sleep very well. So there's that.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I sleep in
We
3-hour
watched.
increments.
I watched a couple episodes of Bluey with.
sleep
easily.
Bluey.
I watched a couple episodes of Bluey with Declan.
Bluey.
I'm like, that show is
No,
great.
for-
It's great.
No,
That show's
for us, it
great.
was Octonauts. It was Octonauts.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, the one thing that because you and I have talked, you know, a good bit about like kids shows that we absolutely love, like you know,
mm.
Gravity Falls.
Oh, Gravity Falls is exceptional.
Over the Garden
Never saw
Wall. If anyone has seen
You
that,
didn't watch
it's
Gravity
so good.
Falls? Your kids
Oh
would
my
love
gosh,
that.
Nick, it's so good.
Your kids. It's a complete.
Live action or cartoon?
No, it's a cartoon.
It's
a-
on Disney.
It's a complete series.
Yeah,
It has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it actually ties together. It makes sense.
yeah. It's a kid's cartoon.
Okay,
But
we'll try
sometimes
it.
you watch it and you're like, you know, like
It was
Are you a kids
so-
cartoon? They dance the edge.
It's-
exactly.
but no,
But
I mean,
nicely.
it just tells good stories. It's definitely
Such
a
a
kids
good story.
cartoon, but it's like
I don't know, man. When Zeus's
wait, what's
grandmother
the-
looks over at him and says, you know, oh, where's oh, you know, say something to Grandpa, and he was like, and he looks up, and she's like, no, he's not there. Like, I love it.
it's good. It's good. It's a good.
It's not the one with the frog, the girl.
No,
No.
that's Amphibia.
That's a good
Amphibia,
one.
and
I like
that's
Amphibia
also
was
fantastic.
amazing.
Loved Amphibia.
Loved Amphibia.
We
And
like
Owl
that-
House.
Owl House
House
is
I
so
haven't seen that
good.
one.
So good.
What's the one? It's not
Owl
on
House is-
Disney, but they live in a like a farm in the middle of the city.
Big City Greens?
Big
Yes.
City Greens.
Oh, we
Big
love
City
that
Greens.
show.
Love
We
Big
Yeah,
City
yeah.
Greens. Did anyone here watch Steven Universe?
Nope.
It's on my list. It's on Steven Universe is on my list.
Right now, Corzentino's
Well, you
like,
watch
I don't
Starverse.
watch
You watch Starverse.
nearly
Love
enough
Star
TV.
Versus
None of them.
Star vs. the
Well,
Forces
not
of
that I
Evil
haven't
was
watched
very
enough
good.
TV. I just didn't watch any of these shows.
Steven Universe, I remember when I started watching it, I could not put it down. Like it
Well,
was
you
it
tend-
completely took up
You
my time.
tend to watch mostly Marvel shows,
Superhero,
Game of Thrones.
Super. Well, are we talking like my adult life right now, or are we talking
Well,
about growing up?
let's say like kid shows now, or
What's
or,
the
or Not.
difference?
What
What
would you
kid
watch?
shows
We've
are
only
like,
grown
what
up.
would you
You're
watch?
not older.
I never grew up. I still watch almost
know.
the same stuff.
What kid
do.
shows
No,
do
me
I
too,
watch
yeah.
now? I don't think I watch any kid. I mean, do you?
You should watch
I'm
more kid
rewatching
shows.
the
I would
Naruto series
say-
with Luca right
I
now.
would
I'm
say-
so
Yeah.
happy.
He loves it.
I'm gonna
Good
go
for
on a limb here.
development.
Let me
It
tell you
is.
something. I loved Naruto. It's one of my favorites,
Classic.
and I gotta say, watching One Piece now, One Piece
Love
might
One
have
Piece.
it when it comes to emotional, like
Better than Naruto.
Apples and oranges.
Yeah,
Okay.
Apples and oranges.
That's
but,
fair. I'd
but
rather
Dr.
say that.
Joe, Dr.
Very
Joe
different.
Picone,
Very different.
Yeah.
No, but Dr. Joe raised a good point because he's a big One Piece guy too. The way he can pull on your emotional heartstrings in One Piece is almost better than most anime. The way he can kind of tug it just
The
right.
way that they kind of tug it and let it go and then tug it and let it go so that way when they pull it hurts that much more.
But it doesn't become as like
That's a very good description.
I
Good
feel like
words.
Naruto towards like Shippuden gets a little like okay. let's
we're
relax
enjoying
now.
Shippuden though. We like to see
I
the
like
trans.
Shippuden.
Naruto Jump was still good.
I get a little
Joe-
aggravated that like it started off about ninjas and now they're fighting aliens and like
Yeah, but the alien stuff happens towards the end of Shippuden.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Like towards the end of the.
If
Ninja
anyone
War.
hasn't seen Naruto, I'm so sorry.
we're not ruining.
That's not
We're not
saying
ruining
they're
anything.
fighting aliens is not an accurate description of
At
what is
all.
going on, and it
Yes,
is
correct.
really lowballing the story.
It's
No,
a
it's-
phenomenal
it's-
story.
I'm
no,
just
no.
gonna-
First of
Phenomenal
all,
story. Very
towards the end of
emotional.
Shippuden, that's absolutely what they're doing is fighting aliens.
just Kaguya. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me.
But he's not.
Back
I don't think they understood. What
I
you
don't
said.
believe in spoiler alerts
They
when the
shouldn't,
show
all right?
is 10
No,
years
no.
Not
old.
feeling
First
not a
of
lot
all-
of English.
First of all, no, it's not just Kaguya, but she's the main villain. You find out throughout the whole thing, and then you find out if you continue into
Like Zetsu.
if you continue into Boruto, you find out
No,
that
but you didn't say Boruto. You can't skip ahead now. You
Right.
said Shippuden.
Boruto is not the same as Naruto Shippuden because when you're getting into there, technically all the other people that you're fighting, all the members
Okay.
of the Akatsuki, everybody else, they are from Earth. Kaguya was the only one that came from outer space. There's no other.
And Black
I'm sorry.
Zetsu.
and Black Zetsu.
Sorry,
whoa,
calm down.
whoa, and Black Zetsu, and when they go into the movies, which are all Shippuden movies, they go to the moon, 100% because that's
One
where
of the
Kaguya
movies.
is from.
One of the movies, yeah.
Like the main villain at the end of Naruto's a alien.
Okay, here's something that
Oh.
I feel like is a very split decision, though.
Also, the Sage of Six Paths, alien.
I will give you that one.
What
Wait,
is
no,
that?
no, because
No.
the Sage of Six Paths was Kaguya's
Hold on.
son.
Half alien.
He's still from Earth. He was born on the planet. You can't call him an alien.
He's half alien. That's
Oh my god.
Well, does
You know what?
is he?
No,
well,
I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let him.
So-
have it.
so-
This hurts me too
so-
much to argue.
I
So,
don't
try to
let
explain
me
it to
explain-
because I
Still
want-
great
no, I
stories,
want-
though.
no,
So-
try it. Don't
so-
Don't explain. Don't do it.
So the energy chakra. So the whole thing is they plant a tree, they harness the life energy from that tree, kill the planet, move on. That is what Kaguya does, and everybody in her little.
What other show
Clan.
does that? Come on, the
Show does
Almighty
what?
Tree. Dragon Ball. Come
Oh, I'm
on.
sorry.
The Almighty Tree.
Sorry.
That was a movie, yeah.
Literally,
So-
the whole premise of that movie
The
was
question that I was
Tree
going
takes
to
over,
propose, because
and
I
that's
feel like it's kind of a split decision among a lot of anime heads, is
Mhm. Mhm.
are there some movies that you just don't consider canon?
yes,
anyone that's not
so
canon.
many.
Because there's a lot of them that aren't canon; they're just one-off movies.
See,
Well,
Master Dave
yeah.
has this face that sometimes you just want to hit it, but you can't.
hence
It's so much stronger.
That's why we have
But the ones that aren't canon
glass.
aren't canon.
But like when you watch them, like it's hard to tell going into it. You know what I
There's
mean?
I consider
The
most
line is paper thin, is what I'm saying.
movies. I
Depends on
never
the- on the
consider
series.
canon unless they're like Mugen Train.
it's
I was gonna
stated.
say,
Unless
yeah.
it's like from the
Unless
manga,
it's stated,
100%.
unless it's stated by the creators. Hey, this is canon.
Yeah.
Well, also, you know, you can kind of tell going into it at at that point, or then continuing with the next part of the thing.
Yeah.
That it's like, okay, this has been affected by that. Like,
Well-
also, if you watch Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, technically the movie happened before what's happening in the show, but
Correct.
it still happened. They refer to the events of those nights, so you know it
I think when
happened.
there's a movie that happens in a simultaneous timeline with the same characters, then it's your choice on what would I rather fit within it.
'Cause
But
sometimes
at the
it's
end of
really
the
hard
day,
to make
it's
it
not
fit
always going to
back.
be canon.
Yeah.
It's
so hard to make it
very
fit back.
tricky.
Yeah.
Jujutsu
Dragon Ball
Kaisen-
struggled for that for years.
Also,
Oh, for
Jujutsu,
years,
also
years.
Jujutsu Kaisen
Telling
that
you
started up again, so I'm watching that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
But-
Aaliyah and I have been
Never
watching.
So
saw
you
I'm
got
like 2 episodes
Jujutsu
behind right now.
Kaisen, you got Rurouni Kenshin's remake. They started that back up.
No way.
Well, yeah, they've been remaking that. So they,
That's exciting.
yep.
Right now, the viewers are like, I think Master Dave's making some of these names up.
Nope.
And
No.
Len's just
Real
agreeing
ones,
to
I
them.
would
No.
say that some of the ones
Real
that have
ones,
never
no.
watched or have no experience with anime, yeah, they're probably thinking that right now.
LOL.
Jujutsu Kaisen is
Level
good,
up, boys.
but-
Sorry.
but it gets weird.
See, we
because
went
I
from last
read-
week sports
Oh,
with
So
Rome
if
to
I
anime.
gotta be weird.
if I really like an anime, I read the manga. I read Jujutsu Kaisen. That gets weird. Like it gets a little weird where you're like, oh, this
Aliens.
Is, no.
Trying to understand the mechanisms
No,
of their energy.
But it's a very big. So like the whole thing is like each one of them has a domain. But basically, it's like they have a power, and then they get complex. Like one guy down the line is like, I'm a judge, so if you enter my domain, you have to argue your case and blah blah. Or like one guy's a roulette, like a
Oh, so you have to fight
Casino
or whatever
dealer.
in their style.
right, and like
Okay.
the dealer, like the casino dealer domain. It's like, oh well, you get half power if I draw this card, but if I draw this card, but if this, and the rules become so much. Where you're like, I can't even follow what the fight is right
So-
now.
You know
So
what?
I had
That
a
sounds
real-
very JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Also,
I had a
Just
weird
saying.
comment that came up the other day in a conversation for the shows where they have like a larger heroic character at the end. So Power Rangers for you guys,
Yep.
right? You can relate to that. We were talking about at the time Captain Planet.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
They can
Oh, yeah.
never accomplish a task at all without calling Captain
Calling
Planet.
Captain Planet.
Yeah.
So why not just skip to Captain Planet immediately?
follow Captain
And the
Planet's thing and see
nonsense.
when he's arriving.
You just call him. Everybody just, dude, take care of this. Those shows,
Well,
we
I
were-
just
we were
watched a
it was a
video.
little bit of a hard time. It's
It
like you
makes
can
it-
never
yeah.
solve it on your own, ever, not even
Ever?
once.
So
But even the Power Rangers, you always have to call those Zords.
well, you
every
just
episode.
you just gave me a so I just watched. It was like an Instagram video, maybe a reel that was about why the future Trunks makes 0 sense for Dragon Ball, and it tears apart the whole future Trunks
But I love him.
timeline. I'm like,
He's so
oh,
good.
it's brilliant because like, but the guy like defeats every argument that comes his way is why it makes no sense because he's like, why didn't Goku just come down for a day? If he's dead, he can
Yep.
just come down for a day. Well, what if Baba the Witch is dead? He's like, okay, why couldn't he communicate with using King Kai? Why he had a defeat for every. He's like,
The
why didn't he
holes.
communicate with King Kai and just tell young Gohan to go to the Room of Spirit and Time and train there? Like, why didn't he? Like, there were so many like
so many holes.
I don't
holes.
care. I don't care.
Well, I mean, the
I
logic
like
is there
it.
to
Trunks is
accept.
awesome.
But what I
Yes.
was going
Yes,
to.
I don't care. Go ahead, continue.
You okay?
I was talking with Nick. Yes,
I don't know.
we were
I don't think I
confirming.
want to continue.
I
now.
did
No,
let
no,
you
I
know.
wanna
know what
were you
We're-
gonna
He's
say?
having his own show. I told you. I'm
What
helping
were you
I'm
gonna
his guest.
say?
Yeah.
Now you know how I feel when you guys talk about wrestling.
Oh,
Wrestling's
yeah.
great.
It's
Wrestling's
a
I don't
lot.
think we,
So
have we ever
what
talked
were you
about
gonna
wrestling on this
answer?
podcast?
Well, no, there's
3 seconds.
you
maybe.
you shouldn't give it any more time than that.
No.
Honestly.
So finish your
You can't
sentence.
go about $1 billion
You were going to
business that
say-
has been generations in and say it's a failure or not great. It's fantastic.
You know what I do have to give credit though? Vince McMahon looks incredible for like a 78-year-old man.
So
Yeah.
what's interesting, and I didn't know this too.
Money.
Like, so his mom passed away
Capitalism.
at like 103, and he's like, "I'm gonna live. my goal is to be 120 and still
yeah,
be."
but no.
in
He can
shape."
do it.
But-
Oh, he
but-
can.
I believe him.
But anybody that
Okay.
works with him though, like you say,
He's
like
a-
it's because
he's
he's got a lot of
a-
money.
No,
but they say
no.
he's a workhorse. Like the dude
Yeah.
just
He
Oh, yeah.
sleeps 3 hours to
He's
4 hours a day.
works out.
and he works out before and after bed.
But he's
and
driven.
traveled. Oh,
He's
yeah.
just
That's just
driven
it.
with a goal.
And-
I always find that like not to cut you off, but I
No.
find like I see people's health decline when they retire and they're not doing
Facts.
things. You
That's when
watch
they
that
have the
all
most
the
time
time.
I agree.
to do things, though.
No, but
I don't know.
No, but
understand
it's
why.
different when you're. I don't want to
no.
say forced, but when you're disciplined and programmed to do something,
Yeah.
and that discipline is taken away,
Like,
and now you're
you
doing
rack of
what we
discipline.
would consider yes, Now you're doing what we say filler
Right.
activities. It's nowhere near.
But everybody,
as-
well, that's what it is. Everybody dreams of not having to have a job, but people that have jobs generally seem to.
I think it's dreaming of not having the pressure of that job being a necessity for
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
but still enjoying the job.
Yeah.
Right. That's what people
Right.
really
Because you
want. They
watch
just don't
that
know it.
decline when people stop
Exactly.
Yep.
going after
Well,
things.
so that's kind of my argument for when people are talking about, like, for me particularly, it's about like socializing medicine, you know what I mean, as opposed to the way that it's currently set up. And my whole argument of that is that when people say like, oh, well, if you do that, people aren't going to make as much money when they go into medicine and da 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 da. But then you'll have people who are doing it because they want to.
Yeah. Well,
There
I
will
think
always be the drive for someone to meet the
I
need.
think there's always a people will always want
There it is.
to
Yeah, you got it now.
work,
Yes.
but I do also feel like
There's a happy medium, don't get me wrong.
So we don't get political on this show, but I will say,
Yeah, I'm not jumping in.
I will say I fully disagree with full socialized medicine because I don't think that works at all, and I think you have to have competition. And I think there's a reason why we're the #1 medical
No,
facilities
but I do.
in the world.
I do agree. There's still room.
But there's
to
a
grow
happy-
on our space.
There's a happy
There's a happy
medium.
balance somewhere. It's the same
Right.
thing. Like it'd be great to teach martial arts for free, but I do think there's something to be said about having
That commitment.
That
Well,
commitment
let's
to it.
Correct.
be honest. If someone were to want to just commit to teaching martial arts for life, and but if they taught it for free, they wouldn't be able to just teach
Well,
martial
this is
arts. They
correct.
would need another job.
Well,
So
that's why I
think
used
it's
to get
good that-
aggravated with the old school mentality of, oh, if you charge money for you so you're old enough that you would get this in the martial arts,
Ouch.
where somebody would not like that, but
Throwing
like
jabs.
there was a
Received.
mentality in the martial arts for a long time that if you charge money for lessons, you weren't a true martial artist.
I think it's really back in this. You're going way back though, in like the '60s. I think they figured out the business need behind it in '70s, '80s, '90s, whatever. I know you weren't even born yet. Whatever.
I know
Finish
it's
him.
quite
Yeah,
disturbing.
exactly. Nature, finish him.
Yeah.
It's the yeah.
Father time, victory.
Father time.
No, but at the end of the day, I can't even.
I'm so
It's a legit.
Yeah.
There's a legit marriage between the need for business
There is.
and the need for the delivery.
Oh,
of the
100%.
style,
There is.
You know,
One-
There
there-
definitely is.
big for me. Anything that has longevity to it that doesn't have finances tied to it somewhere, you're not going to find many things.
No, you're
There's
definitely not.
It, unfortunately, it
It's
doesn't
not
work.
the way the world is structured.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of trade of activity anymore, like trade of services. It's all
Correct.
trade of finances.
Because,
Now, I'm
yep,
sure
that's the
there
way
are
that it-
pockets
Yeah.
like where you have like interwoven communities where they do trade of services. Because actually, we talk about this with some of the kids as far as like Luca's age and Isabella's age on like what's considered valuable to you, right? It doesn't
Yep.
always have
Puppies.
to be this piece of paper.
I would trade someone most things for a puppy.
Oh, I have an
All
awesome
right.
puppy right now. She's
I know.
adorable.
I'm looking at you while I'm
Yeah,
saying it.
She's
See-
gorgeous. You
see,
can't have her yet.
We just had
She's
a
so
we just had a
beautiful. I'll show you.
buddy.
Said yet. That means there's a chance.
we just had a
somewhere.
buddy.
When she's super annoying,
we
we'll
just
talk
had a
about it.
buddy message
her.
us. Is like the place where he adopted his 2 puppies has a puppy up, and he's like, he texted Kelsey and he's like, you got to get this puppy. And we're like, we're not ready yet
Oh, okay.
because it's mainly because I got to do the backyard.
That's true.
It was fine
Yeah.
because Zoe would not. I mean, Zoe would not roam anywhere. She was cool. A puppy, forget it.
No, so
Yeah.
Dave,
You're
we
right.
just started letting her out in the backyard because the pool's covered.
Mm.
I have never seen a happier being in my life.
Oh my god.
She trucks
But you have
outside.
a well fenced in.
Yeah, she trucks outside. You have to come over because you'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah, yeah.
She comes outside like you just gave her the greatest gift you can possibly unwrap.
Oh,
for
you gonna
someone.
get her
Oh,
puppy
good.
Crocs?
She runs. If they get it, we'll look at it. She doesn't wear clothes well, though. She eats
Mm.
it. She takes Nicole's Crocs and runs around the house with them. But let me tell Len, first of all, she's a smiling puppy. She does smile. If you get itchy, she smiles. It's awesome. And she runs like mad. Like you've heard of the Zoomies, all puppy
Of
baby.
course.
Yep. She ran around the entire pool 3 times nonstop. I'm
Did
like,
she
she's
step on
gonna-
the cover?
No, she would not touch it.
Good girl.
perfect.
She's so smart.
And then she
Oh,
goes
she's
into the
smart.
grass and she's doing figure eights. I'm like, I'm tired watching you.
They used to have,
It was
so
awesome. It was
Mike,
so cute.
you
God,
know
her
Mike.
first snow is going to be
I
incredible.
can't wait.
So-
Oh my
We're
God,
excited.
yeah.
I'll get it
Mike,
on camera.
if we
I'm
get
You
excited.
need to
So-
send
We will.
video.
Mike, we kickbox with him, and
Cool.
he had a dog for a long time, like American Bulldog, that grew up with my Zoe, big dog named KO because it had one black eye.
Oh.
Oh, that's so
black
cool.
spot.
That's a good name.
KO was trained, so at his school, KO would never step foot on the mat. So it would walk around the mat, but would never walk on the mat.
I
He's
had
well trained.
I had an all-white German Shepherd who
Love German Shepherds.
Whoa, they come in all white.
he
That
was.
sounds
Albino.
like
Yeah, he was-
beautiful. Oh man, I
albino.
would love to see that.
It was just him. I only have one picture of him from when he
Pink,
was
the
little. I will
pink,
show it to you
the
later.
pink
He was-
eyes or the
such
blue,
a-
blue?
He had green eyes actually.
Really?
Yeah,
That
his
I'd
eyes
love
were
to
kind of
see.
green. He was really cool. He was such a good. He did not have a single active brain cell. I'm gonna go ahead and say with that.
That's
He was
weird.
not a
That-
smart
Well, it's
dog.
just weird because German Shepherds are like
Very smart.
very intelligent
Notoriously
dogs.
Very
intelligent
intelligent.
dogs.
Nope,
That's-
he was not
That's
smart.
Kelsey's. That's Kelsey's
There's
favorite.
always exceptions.
That's Kelsey's favorite dog. I wonder if I
Because
could
Kelsey's
barter.
awesome.
Talk about barter. Maybe I can get Kelsey to put on a pair of Crocs if I promise her a German Shepherd.
Yeah, but be
Oh.
careful.
I would be. See, this
Kelsey,
is what I'm
listen,
talking about. You know,
but
like
understand,
for
right?
puppies.
A German
It's working for
Shepherd, that's a
puppies.
very different type of dog.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of
Like
work.
it's they're
Well, she grew
they're-
up with a German
First of
Shepherd.
all, yeah, I know, but in this, understand they shed a lot more.
oh yeah.
They have a completely different type of fur. Like I
Mm.
couldn't have a German Shepherd in my house. Like the dog I have now is
Tumbleweed.
hyperallergenic.
Yeah, yeah.
She has people hair, so she doesn't shed at all.
Zoe shed
I-
so much.
I could, and you have allergies as well. I'm telling you, like think about it
Well,
before you get a German Shepherd.
Zoe
That's a
shed
big commitment, yeah.
everywhere. Zoe was everywhere.
My cats shed more than my dog right now. I
Well,
can say
it
that
was
with
when we had
That's
Zoe
happens,
and
yeah.
when we had Zoe and Reese's, because Reese's sheds like crazy too. She
Mhm.
says, "Oh my God, my the whole house was hair."
But if anybody ever
Mine's
came
just
to
a
Master
testament to how
Dave's
good my
house,
dog
they keep this place
pristine.
Like, pristine. You
Don't
would
say,
never even know a
don't
cat
say
was here.
Jay. It's Kelsey keeps this.
Oh,
place.
okay. Is it all right? That's
Kelsey's
Kelsey.
doing a
No,
great
I
job.
try, but Kelsey's
job,
the-
Kelsey.
the-
That's why
Look
she
at
never
this
comes
one
on the
over
show.
here.
She
Kelsey's
never has
doing
time to get on the
great.
show because she's too busy cleaning after the cat.
I mean, I will do other things, but no, when it comes to like,
Poor
she's
girl.
obsessive with the floor. She's obsessive when it comes to the floor. Like,
But it's
that's
good
like
though
her-
because I come into
get
the
it.
house and I don't feel like you know go to a house line, right? You feel the cat. Like you're like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
there's cats in this house.
Yeah.
If you didn't see Rhesus and all that, you would never even know. There's a cat
Never
here.
have known.
So my cats are inside outside cats.
Nice.
Well, my
always
one
freaks me out.
cat is
No, mine were always
my
like that.
one cat was inside outside, but she has been choosing to stay indoors lately because she just wants to. But I put a doggy door in one of the windows so that
Oh,
he has a
nice.
way to get in and out on his
Aw.
own, and it makes me so happy. I gotta tell you, great investment. It was really weird. I had my friend come over to like make like a wooden insulated thing to go on each side of the doggy door.
So how many
Fantastic.
years until Aaliyah's friends try to sneak into that window?
It's in my room, so
So again,
Good
how
luck.
many
So-
years until one of
also
her friends
it's
try?
a cat window. Like
No,
a
it's tiny.
human
Yeah.
a human will not fit through that.
I'm gonna say one more time. How many years until
What I
one
wanna
of them
do is-
tries?
I want to
And
do.
it
to
is
fit
not
I want to
through?
do like a.
Just lands right on my bed.
Everyone's
told-
got one of those friends.
I told Kelsey,
Just the
we want
arms
to
in
do
and stuck. Like, come on, guys.
They have little cat doors that you can put in the,
Like
like,
you're not
the
a
door.
squirrel.
Yeah.
So Ian and Melinda, you know Ian, our wonderful video editing friend, they have their litter box in their basement. They have a cat-shaped door
Yeah.
in the basement door, so the cat can go up and down without having to open the door.
Right.
But I said to Kelsey, we got to put one because when Declan gets older,
Mm-hmm.
for the bedroom when we start sleep with the door closed, the Reese's
I
likes to come and
concur.
go. Reese's likes to come and go. So we got to have something where she can get in and out of the room without us constantly open and close.
Oh, for
I like
sure.
it. There's so many neat ideas to allow the pets inside and outside.
Oh
There's
yeah.
some cool little tricks you can do. But
It's all about cats. They're about compliance. They're not about willful compliance. You're going to comply to them. It doesn't matter how you feel about it.
oh, did you? I saw the
Feel very
funniest.
strongly about
I
this.
saw the funniest meme the other day. So it's a cat and a dog, and they're in heaven, and God's
This
sitting.
is very sad. I'm
No,
going
no,
to go
it's,
ahead and say.
yeah. So God's sitting in the throne. He goes, he asked the dog, "Have you been a good boy?" He goes, "Oh, I've been such a good boy. I listen to my owner, and I'm always there." And he goes to the cat, "Have you been a good kitty?" And the cat's like, "You're sitting in my chair."
You're in my seat. Yeah.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, makes sense.
Great.
That's-
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
that makes sense.
So when last we talked, so we might get you some Crocs. We've covered this.
Let's go.
You still doing
Light
the
ride.
Oh, yeah.
Are you still D&Ding? We're not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment, unfortunately.
We're doing
I
our
would-
first. We're doing our first another one shot
Oh,
at
wonderful.
some point.
So it's our first space one.
Oh, excitement.
Space.
Hopefully it'll be a one shot and not like a.
That's not on me this time. I'm not DMing this one. I get to
Oh,
play.
who
No,
gets to oh,
but-
wonderful.
but-
It's
but
nice
to be
give up the
fair-
reins.
to
I'm
be
too much of
fair-
a control freak. I'm not good at that.
Steve, to be fair,
You
I
don't
think
just play. You always have to be the dungeon master.
No, I do like to play. It's just very rare that I have someone that is competent enough to dungeon master.
with this
Yes.
DM though, I
Yeah.
do feel like if we get towards the last 15 minutes and we're not close, he'll pull like nuclear activation code launch has been initiated. You have
Alex.
3 seconds before you die.
Okay,
Like,
I
he'll-
would let
he'll do
Alex
that.
DM it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Alex
Alex
No,
would
he's
be a good DM.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like
that'd be good.
he said he did it before, right?
He's got lots of
Be
experience.
the
Alex.
DM you wish to see in the world, everyone.
Alex
That'd be
has
great.
been gaming for a very long
I wouldn't be
time.
Yeah,
surprised
that's
if
what
he's
I
done
mean.
this for a
I would.
while, yeah, I would
I would
totally.
totally trust Alex to DM. It's just that I'm not usually
You've
surrounded
been
by
to
people
his
that I trust.
basement.
Well, there you go.
David, we decided
Well,
what
Dave's
space
gotta get
characters
you
are
out
going to
to
be.
do a one shot.
I
Oh.
would love to do
Oh.
D&D with you guys.
So-
Hook us up. Come on, man. Me
Love
and you.
nothing
Let's go.
more.
Okay, hang on. There's two conversations going on at once. Go ahead,
Oh,
combine.
jeez.
No. It's the same conversation.
I was talking about Len coming out to be a DM for one of our one shots.
Oh, to be a
Oh,
DM.
or
okay.
even just being
No.
a player. I would love
So
to play.
Nick
Well,
and
yes,
I-
play two, obviously. Yes.
Nick and I were
course.
just talking about what characters we're gonna do for this space adventure.
Oh, are you going to
So-
reveal it now?
No, we haven't discussed.
Oh, you
with
haven't
each
actually
other yet.
discussed it
So
yet.
Nick and I always play together as like a duo.
Yes.
So
So-
I remember the dentist.
For the dentist one, he was the dentist and Nick was the assistant. For my pirate one, he was a pirate and then Nick was a man that identified as a parrot and sat on Dave's shoulder. So
Fantastic.
he wore a
Yeah,
parrot
exactly.
costume, but he was a human.
He was a
man.
human.
On
But
his
he
shoulder. It was
sat
awkward.
on Dave's shoulders and I
And
said,
talked
I
like a
identify
parrot.
as a parrot. Yeah.
Yes.
At times.
For one of Dave's attacks, he threw Nick and Nick like flew.
I would be giving you such a disadvantage on your strength text. Just throw a full
I was very nice to
keep
them.
it
I didn't give them
simple. We keep it
disadvantage on
simple.
anything.
You have to
Um,
roll anything above a perfect 20. What? Yeah, you're not going to make it.
It's not gonna
No,
work.
I mean,
We had a good time.
we need to come up with something for our alien. Can we be a species of crocs? Crocodiles?
We could be.
Like
We'll come up with
alien
something.
crocodiles that like their heads are shaped like crocs. Like this is the comfort. That's the mouth.
I don't know. We'll come up with something.
Anyway.
No, we can go that direction if we need
No,
to.
we can find something else.
Or our
We could-
spacesuits could be made out of Crocs.
We could be Siamese twin aliens.
That's cool.
They
I
already
really like
look
that.
very similar.
We
I
could
think
be a
that'd be a good idea.
Siamese twin alien.
I
like
really
that.
like that.
We could do that. That's a good. You're onto something
But
right
but when we talk, one word. So we have to form sentences like.
Oh,
You have
that's
to
gonna
write
be
everything
so
down.
horrible.
You have to script
This
everything
is
down.
not
No,
gonna be
Shannon
a-
already did that.
Yeah, no
No,
scripting.
I mean, like you script it out for yourselves so that you guys know
Oh.
what you're saying
Saying.
instead
So
of
if
just
it like
Or the other one
ad-libbing.
just
So, like,
sabotages
only
you
for our movies.
consistently.
we
are
going
to
win
this
game.
tonight.
okay.
Shibuda. I thought you were gonna say it. I thought he was going for it.
No, I
that's
think
not
they
that
could pull
bad.
this off. I think they could
That's
pull
not
this
bad.
off.
I'm in for it. I can't wait to see how long everybody else lasts before getting. This is so
Yeah,
This is
you're
a-
gonna drive
this is a
everyone else
must.
nuts.
Now I can't even
No,
go to other
we're
options.
not going to script anything out, and that's just going to make
That's
it even
gonna
good.
make
That's gonna make it
better.
worse
We're
and
gonna
better at the
we're gonna
same time.
try and guess what the other one's going.
So kids,
Where you're going with that sentence, you won't know till you get there.
kids, this is called creative. Before your parents change the channel and say you're losing us, this is called creativity.
Yeah.
Take some time. What kind of? I would, if you're still listening to the show at
God
this
bless
point,
you.
because we went a lot of different ways. I would love
Yep.
a comment on what you think Dave and I should be as far as space-related characters for this upcoming D&D campaign.
So Charity, get on it. Let's go.
Charity, get some of your friends to comment as well. I like it.
Please and thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you so much for commenting so much, Charity. You commented on like almost every single episode, which is crazy.
We appreciate it.
Number one fan.
She is. She is our number one commenter.
What's-
I'm sorry, Ian. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So, Steve, I do have a question. because
Answer.
I do have a question. I wanted some training on this myself.
Okay.
I noticed you're not wearing the headphones.
I can't.
Why?
Because they're hubs.
This right. No, this the wire that plugs in the camera blocks the jack. Oh no, I'm sorry. Actually, I forgot. I broke my headphones.
So the real
Sounded
reason
very
is
sad when
you
you said
broke
it.
them.
Mm-hmm.
See, now, if you wanted to invest in something Bluetooth versions of those headphones.
I did, and the audio is delayed. So like you would say something, and I would hear it 2 seconds later.
But we don't.
Oh, that's awful.
But with our new setup,
That won't be a problem with our new setup. We
So-
are planning on having a new podcast setup, people.
we're
This
working on.
This will no longer be needed.
Every
and
day.
to the audio listeners,
We're improving.
I am motioning to the laptop. This will no longer be needed. Hopefully.
Although we do
works.
appreciate its existence.
We do. We do.
It's a good
I
time.
do appreciate it. I just wish it didn't.
It got
give
us this far.
So many
wait,
problems.
Last time you did the celebrity gibbet thing, like what gibbet do you think?
Did you have a game this time?
So
Does-
you didn't think of a game this time?
No, I did not bring any games. I did not bring any
That's okay.
pre-found facts or
That's all right.
content or anything like that. I said chaos.
That's all right. And it was chaos. And it was chaos. And you know what? That will be the name of this episode. It'll just be in all caps.
Calamity.
Oh,
Lens-amity.
I thought it was gonna say chaos.
Yeah.
it is. It's just gonna be chaos.
I
And
thought
we
that's
found Crocs.
You
I
know,
thought you were
I
gonna
have
call
been told
this
by
Rebuta.
multiple people that I
Oh,
am a chaos
Rebuta would
gremlin,
work.
and I'm
Rebuta is
proud
good.
of that.
That's a good title.
I'm sorry. It's already been said. Chaos has already been said. We can use.
It's just too
We could
common.
use reboot it for something else.
No, but we used today. It was originated today, and that's
It
another
was pretty
T-shirt.
good.
A rebooted T-shirt.
Hey,
We need a Rebuta with
Well,
Shibuta.
but we also does she do designs too?
Charity, do you do design?
Because like if
too?
Dave can draw up a design and then you feed it over to her to make.
Charity,
There's much chalk
let
in
us
the hat.
know.
I'd much rather if she could do designs, multiple design ideas would be awesome.
But like if look, cause like Dave can draw like a computer rebooting
Yeah.
or something like that.
I
You
like
know,
that
he's
too.
he's crafty.
He is very crafty.
No, what it should be is like a croc image loading on a computer and it like struggling to get there.
See, I just thought that I like that actually.
Big brain.
But I'm thinking like 'cause Shibuta belongs to Dave, it should just be Dave's head and his eyes rebooting.
No,
It says loading across the eyes.
Yes, thank you. See, you got it. But I like.
I
your
like
croc
I like
idea.
the croc thing.
Me too.
It's
me too.
very you guys, you know,
I-
and it's
yeah.
it's very unison, it's keeping everybody together.
yeah.
Okay, so
See,
let's
Despite being a chaos gremlin, I believe in
so
camaraderie.
let's feed one to you then. What gibbet would well I'm gonna get I was gonna say Luffy, but I figured you'll
yeah,
go
let's do that.
you'll go right
Steve,
for
audio.
like,
Good. Good.
Meat.
Myself.
Who would want meat? Luffy do love meat,
Some kind of meat,
you would go
and
with
he would
me,
have a gum fruit, obviously.
probably.
and then a straw hat.
Not
straw
gotta have
hat.
a straw hat.
Um
Next, Zoro.
A map. I'm sorry. No,
Um,
the running joke is that I'm Zorro in the friend group because
Oh,
I
you get
will
lost?
get. I have a weird sense of direction where I can make my way back home no matter where I'm at. I can make my way home. I don't need a map to go home. But anywhere else, if I'm following you, I'm gonna mess it up. If I don't know exactly where I'm going, I'm gonna mess it up. And if the GPS tells me something, I'm probably gonna mess it up anyway. You know, I could be right behind someone and they're still going straight, and I'll be like, "We're gonna go left now," and it's a bad time as a whole. All right?
Sasuke, what gibbets would he have in his Crocs?
Oh, okay. Sasuke
Sasuke.
would definitely do a snake. He would have a sword, like specifically, you know, like his katana, and lightning bolt.
No shotgun gun.
No,
Ouch,
because you got to understand the
You need-
complex relationship that he has with the Sharingan. Like he was really upset
you
when
can
Sarada
give
got
him
his.
you can give him the Renengan with the symbols in it.
He
That's
was
unique to him.
really upset when Sarada got half one. You know, like it's
Yeah, but that's
you don't want.
Yeah, but
to
you
have
don't
to
have a
get
Sasuke without
no,
a
no,
shotgun
no,
gun.
no, 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 no. But she, no. But Sarada,
She got it from being sad. You know, she got it from
Mm,
life things.
yeah, but hers was more. No, she
No,
was
it
the only
didn't.
one that got it from love.
Yeah.
No, Sarada got it because they were talking about her dad,
Not
and she
the-
wasn't.
not the Mangekyo.
No, when she got her half
Her
Sharingan,
original.
She
Her
was-
original, but when she gets the Mangekyo, she's the only person to get a Mangekyo Sharingan with.
whoa,
Ow.
I don't know her to have that yet.
Oh,
so
sorry.
don't ya pump
I
damn
will-
brakes,
I will
buddy.
pump my brakes.
Opinions
But-
to be changed.
But the whole point was that
Sorry,
Sasuke does have
spoiler.
a unique relationship with the concept of the Sharingan as a whole because he doesn't want that for
Okay.
her, you know?
yeah, but
So-
you don't see a Sasuke without a shotgun gun.
All right.
No,
So-
So
you
you have
don't.
to have it on the show.
That's not true.
All right, so
Facts.
changing, shifting
Yeah.
away from anime.
Final ask.
Okay,
I did a
we
shit.
talked about a couple of different cartoons today.
Love cartoons.
What would be? I gotta do one that I know. At least one other person watched because I know
Yeah.
Steven Universe. None of us watched.
What would be your karate
Correct.
gibbet?
Be my karate gibbet?
A karate gibbet. I mean, it's
No, she has. Maybe she'll have a unique one. Maybe it'll be like special to her.
I was gonna say, honestly, for me, yeah, my brain immediately goes to a bow staff. I really,
See?
yeah.
You've never, you
I've
haven't.
never
We're
done a bow
kicking
staff
in
class
Crocs
yet. I
class.
know, but Staffs and I, we have a thing. We have a thing. We're very simpatico. That's like my weapon
I like
of choice.
See?
Okay, that's your
Yeah.
weapon. Why?
But karate is empty hand, so
yeah, no,
No,
but that,
still.
your martial
listen,
arts gibbet. How about that?
yes,
There you
there
go.
you go, there you go.
But you know, every karate person used a staff or sai or like traditionally speaking,
Yep.
farm tools.
Yep.
But
I'm
That's just
thinking
why
the old
farm
yin
tools.
yang now, huh? The yin yang. I like that one.
you like the Indian?
So
I do.
me and
It's
my
yin
two
and
friends,
yang.
Raina
The
and
yin and the
Sarah.
yang, correct.
Me and my two friends, Sarah, we have a thing where we say that we're the yin, yang, and yang because there's a third known of piece to that. That's the yang, where it's like the balance of the two things within each other. So it makes like a three.
I have not heard it that way. That's
And it's-
awesome.
In people, they consider it where like there's one person that acts with like a very calm, like very like sweet, sympathetic, calm way, which is my one friend Sarah. Someone who reacts in like a very like overly logical way to the point where it's kind of bad, which is me, and then a very like fiery and explosive way, which is my friend Raina.
Wait,
And the three of us balance each other out.
You're
very
not the
much in that
fiery,
regard.
explosive way?
No. He's met Raina.
I met
Oh,
her.
all right. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
I
yeah.
met her. She
Nah.
used to do kickboxing, then she stopped, then she came back. Then
Okay.
Respectfully, if it weren't for Raina, I wouldn't have gotten into martial arts though.
Yeah, I remember we
Because
talked
she-
about that last
No,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fall.
So now we know how
Into-
to now we know how to point
Eventually,
out.
you probably would have.
Your daughter was already involved.
Yes, and I brought us in for kickboxing, but you seeing me on the back for kickboxing was what made you say,
Correct.
"Yeah, you gotta get a class."
What gibbet are you gonna get for your new light rides? You can get one gibbet per shoe in a light ride.
Yep. And you only
Actually,
need
it's
one.
two.
You need
Look
one.
ahead.
Is it?
Is it
It's two.
two?
Take a look.
Oh, see, because you got the modern ones. Yeah, you got two. One, two.
Okay.
All right, so you can do 2 gibbets per shoe.
One's a bow staff.
I would no.
any-
If I were no, because you got to think about this as like a design thing, and I'm a sicko, and I'm very specific. Okay, I would get a red gem for the outside one of each one. So
Okay.
red is my favorite color. So
Yeah.
Red's my favorite color.
high five.
Red's my second favorite color.
Red is not.
Sorry.
Red is not my favorite
It
color.
was an
so-
opportunity. I had to go
Red's
for it.
not your favorite color?
Yellow.
Yellow's a very happy
That's
color.
weird. That's odd. Okay.
Yellow's my first favorite color.
There you
High
go.
five. Or
There you go.
Actual fist bump. Okay, cool.
So just the gems? Just the
Yeah.
gems?
So the gems are definitely where I would start. I think I would reserve the inside ones for a gift if someone were to gift me one.
See, I put
because
most.
the
like that. I like
sentiment
that.
is
That's
what
nice.
means something, you
Like
know?
that.
See, I put most of my gibbets in my gibbet binder. I only ever wear. What? You just made a face at me.
It's got the energy
She
of
didn't
these are
know.
my stamps for my stamp collection, you know? I
Yeah,
put it
so?
in my gibbet binder.
That's fine.
seen that yet.
I don't care. It's like a stamp collector. I'm cool with that. You got something wrong with stamp collectors? But
Coin collection. Go.
I
Oh,
only
yeah.
ever do one gibbet, one shoe.
Okay.
And they, some
then it
shoes have it on the
pops.
left, some shoes have it on the right. But that's it. I only ever do that.
Well, then it pops, so I can understand that. I can respect
That's my
that.
style.
What's the name of the Crocs that I have that have the band around it? Like that band look. You know what I mean? They look like regular Crocs, but they have a thick, wide band across the.
They get uglier?
rim.
What?
No, I know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
David knows this.
Because those
I
have
can't-
a bunch of
I
gibbets in it.
Catalog, Croc catalog.
I can't remember the name.
We had
of
a
them,
friend of
honestly.
ours got us like
Um,
our names, our first names in.
Oh, that's
so I had to
cool.
put it across.
Yeah,
I had
That's
to.
cool.
Yeah, those are cool. They're not off courts. Off courts do something similar.
Yeah, they're not.
But
of
they're,
course.
I forget what they're called. They're the Crocs something or other. So
Yes,
they were
yes, yes.
the second like iteration of Crocs. Crocs something or other. I forget what they're called.
So
but-
I will say that the design of the insert name here.
what, the light rides?
Thank you. I knew someone would pick up. Yeah, the design of that, where the gibbet is placed, played a huge factor into the decision, because
Ooh.
it's not something where it's right on the top and
Right.
it's like a focal point. You want something that's gonna kind of like fade and be nice in there. So that's why symmetrical gems to the
See,
back,
now-
Well,
sticking
think
out a little
but
bit.
you-
It's like
you wear
know.
light rides. You wear
Think
light
about- think
rides.
about it
I wear
this-
light rides.
Okay, let
So
me
they're
finish.
the.
It's this one. Oh, hold on. It's
Okay,
is
while they're
the
doing that,
off-courts?
think about it this way. When you take the comfort mode, sport mode strap, and you put it in comfort mode, Now the gibbets are displayed
Croc
in the
band?
front. If you were
Croc
to want
band,
to,
that's what
you
they're
could
called.
display the
See, I knew it was
gibbets in the
Croc
front.
something.
Right.
Yeah.
And
If
even
you
then,
want to.
it's still sitting like to the
Yeah,
side, so
yeah,
it's
so the
not
sides
up on
of
the
them.
I'm
foot,
still
but it's
pretty-
on the
Exactly.
foot.
I'm still pretty
Yeah.
good. I knew it was Croc something. It's Croc band.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this, just as a me being me.
Of course.
If I had the regular Crocs and I had to pick one gibbet to go on a regular Croc
On
like
the
that,
top of the foot.
on the right, smack dab in the middle of the top,
Mhm.
I would get a really obnoxious clown nose that could squeak if someone steps on it or does something of the sort. Just so I have it, just because it's there.
We're holding you to that.
So
now.
as light ride wearers,
Brilliant.
though.
Squeaky,
So my
squeaky.
question was, you wear light rides? You wear light rides? I wear light rides.
Len's
you
gonna
wear-
light ride soon.
Do you wear them in sport
Light
mode
ride Len.
or comfort mode?
Comfort
Light
mode.
ride Len. That's what we're calling you.
Sport
That
mode.
sounds
Do you wear your light
awful.
rides?
Light ride Len.
Do you wear your light rides? Light
Huh?
ride. Light
Where?
ride.
Where?
That's
Where?
horrible.
Try that
Um,
again. Reset. Reboot.
My question:
Ah.
do you wear sport mode in your light rides, or
Both.
do you? Both.
I always.
I almost always wear them in comfort.
Me too. Always.
Both.
It's designed
about
lend
the
itself to
rotation.
comfort.
Like,
No, it depends
100%.
on what I'm doing. If I'm going to be wearing them for a longer period of time, like if that's my shoe, like I'm out and about for the day, then I'm gonna put it in sport
I
mode.
still
If
don't.
I'm just slipping them on to go to the karate school and then take them right back off, I'll put them in comfort.
The light rides are the one Croc
about
that Kelsey
efficiency.
tolerates the most.
Because they look good.
She tolerates them
They
the most.
look, they're very
well, they're
close to actual
comfortable.
sneakers, which is why I think you like them.
Not those. My blue light rides.
I know what you're talking about.
She
I
tolerates
said
those
that
the
they
most.
look the closest to actual sneakers.
They almost look like Matt's shoes.
Little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, it's about that time there, folks.
Comfort
Kick
mode.
it into comfort
Oh,
mode.
now we
so,
steal my
Great
catchphrases.
transition.
Now-
Steve.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Len loves it. I love
That was a
it.
good transition.
That's my line he stole. You don't listen to the podcast.
No,
Let's kick
that
this
was
Croc
the
into
point.
comfort mode is
That was the
mine.
point.
That was the point she was
That was
trying
the
to
point
make. Dan.
Well,
yesterday.
She
first
was
of all,
making a
only
joke.
funny people should make jokes. Secondly,
Oh! Oh!
Stop it. She's going to decide not to buy the light rides now. Stop. Shush. Shush.
No, I suggested though. She's still good. And by the way,
make the
she's not
spirit
going to
light
try
rides?
the light rides until 45 minutes in now. Thanks, guys.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Well, no. What we're going to do is now we know what type she wants. So now she's going to have us bring a whole bunch of different color schemes, a whole bunch of different like types of light rides. It's gonna be
Yes.
I'm
different-
surprised Steve hasn't pushed
Yes.
for like her running out of the store but dropping one sandal or slipper.
That
Oh,
was
I would
your
do that
idea.
as a bit. I
Yes.
would do that as a bit.
Yes, it must
I
happen.
will commit to a bit. All right.
Do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We'll have to schedule the day. We'll make
All
it
right,
happen.
let's make it happen.
So, guys, look out for that video because we will be doing it. Lenarella coming soon.
Or Cinderella.
no,
Clean that
AKA
kitchen.
Cinderella.
Sweep the kitchen. Sweep the kitchen.
I am going to go when we do this in regular tatters, and then at the very end, dress into a very big, poofy,
I
over-the-top
love it.
dress.
I
for when
love
we
it.
Find the proper Crocs.
Let's do it.
it.
Let's do it.
Sorry.
To see all of these things, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and on Threads and on TikTok at Kickin and Crocs. KICKIN.in.Crocs.
Oh no, I thought you were just gonna steal my lines again.
CROCS. There you go.
5 stars. If you're listening to us, please give us those 5 stars. Share with your friend. Get other friends to join. We need to hit that 500 mark and then that 1,000 mark. We want to get more people interested in what we're doing. So please share.
Absolutely. Subscribe to us on YouTube to watch the video versions of this podcast and a bunch of awesome videos.
Videos.
Oh,
Fantastic.
God.
Love videos.
It's late. We need to go to bed.
Ah.
And
He's
watch
the
a bunch-
youngest one.
I need to go to bed. I
He
haven't.
has the earliest bedtime
God.
now.
Yes,
man.
that's it.
Is it my fault that I actually want to go to bed and get 8 hours of sleep? Is that a
Yes.
bad thing?
That
You
is
ain't
actually a
getting
bad
no
thing.
100%.
Thank you, Len. Thank
Come
you.
on.
Can't have your back all the time. buddy.
4 hours
Gotta
tops.
keep you on your toes.
Come on.
Live
Anyways,
life. You can sleep
All
later.
right. You've heard us say it. Comment below, like the video if you enjoyed us and this chaos. And until next time,
we love
I've
you.
been Steve.
I'm still Dave, and I love you for the bottom of my Crocs.
That was rushed. Say it one more
It
time.
was rushed.
Slow down.
Show the love.
I love you all from the bottom of my Crocs, and I'm still Dave.
And always Nick.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. Len, always around.
And you what? Okay. And you stay kicking, internet.